Welcome back, VC. Mark here. Last January or February, I was scrolling through an app I have. It's a Nextdoor app, and that's it's a community-based app. A lot of communities have these sort of things where you would go on the app. Let's say if you're selling something, or maybe if you're looking for a plumber or a handyman, and people utilize this. Let's say there was a break-in on your street or you saw something suspicious, you would post, and then people in the area would be on high alert. Anyway, it's a great app. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. Again, it's called Nextdoor. Many folks use the app to advertise garage sales, moving sales, and this was the case. This was a huge moving sale. They were selling just about everything in the house, all the furniture, all of the equipment in the garage, snow blowers, all that sort. I got there early. At the time, they were requiring masks, which I did not have a problem with. They were limiting the amount of people that they let in the house at one time. I was totally okay with that. Finally made my way down to the basement. There were quite a few people down there. It was a huge basement. This was a ranch-style house, huge foundations. The back wall was filled with built-ins, stacked from floor to ceiling with records. There were still quite a few left. I still ended up with a nice box of records. Single LPs were $2 each. Two LP sets were $3 each. Found some great titles. As always, these may be upgrades to my collection. I'm going to sell a bunch at our fall record show, so I really want to get through this box and start pricing. There were a bunch of Los Lobos albums, probably the find of the day. Love that group from Los Angeles. Just a great mix of Tex-Mex, rock, cumbia, bolero, little Zydeco. Love the instrumentation with the accordions, some violin. Just a great group. I just love their music. So I'm going to go through this box quickly with you. Out of all the albums I pulled, I probably put back approximately a third. I was only looking for albums in excellent or near mint minus condition. A lot of these are common titles, but again, records keep going up in value. People are very particular, and they don't mind paying a little bit more for a very common title that is just in pristine condition. A lot of these are in sleeves, so I may or may not take the sleeve off to show you the album, but you'll get the idea. The first one is Color by Numbers by Culture Club. Classic album. I think I've commented on this album before. Karma Chameleon, It's a Miracle, Church of the Poison Mind, Miss You Blind. It's basically a greatest hits album. A couple of my favorite songs are not tracks that were released. Victims is just a beautiful song, and That's the Way. Just another great track. So great album. Diana Ross's Greatest Hits. As many of you know, I'm not a big fan of Diana's. A few of these were still sealed, and this is another one of those. This is Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Tina Turner, Private Dancer. This is sealed as well. This is a have to if you're a Bee Gees completist. Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. Electronically re-recorded to simulate stereo. Not what you want to see on an album. This is on that beautiful Atco label. Beach Boys 69. This is open, but again, most of these are in the shrink. This is a solo release from Rick Ocasek, and I think this is still sealed as well. Not too familiar with the music. This is also a cutout. This is a beautiful album by the Bangles, Everything, in the shrink. This has Eternal Flame on it, Bell Jar. Let's see, In Your Room. I won't take all of these albums out, but mark my words, they are in beautiful shape. Julio Iglesias, 1100 Bel Air Place. This is sealed as well. Gloria Gaynor, Never Can Say Goodbye. This is a great, great album. Very influential. Always noted by many music producers and musicians. This is Slave to the Rhythm, Grace Jones. This is a very nice repress of Elvis Presley. And this is still sealed as well. This is the Bangles debut album, Different Light. Again, in the shrink. Manic Monday is on this one. It was composed by Prince. Next one is by Level 42, Running in the Family. And again, this one is sealed as well. This is a pristine example. This is Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Rust Never Sleeps. Just beautiful. It has the lyric sheet. Beautiful inner. Beautiful reprise label. Pretty much flawless. The next one is by the Jones Girls, Keep It Comin'. And that's an 80s cover if I've ever seen one. And this is a gold stamped promo. Self-titled Whitney Houston. Next one is by Rick Astley, Whenever You Need Somebody. Never Gonna Give You Up is on this LP. I think I know who I'm going to send this one to. This is very cool. This is Ravi Shankar's Festival from India. 2 LP set. This is on World Pacific. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. Like I said, just a load of classic albums that really belong in just about everyone's collection. Aretha, Who's Zooming Who. And then we have Jump to It. 25 number one hits from 25 years. This is a 2 LP set, a Motown compilation. I wouldn't say this is super rare, but this is an Elton John compilation that you don't see that often. It's the Best of Elton John, Volume 1. Another phenomenal album, very influential. Another title by Grace Jones, Fame. And that's on Island. After Hours, Aretha. This is her early Columbia work. Again, just beautiful. Beautifully recorded, beautifully sung. 20 Greatest Hits by the Beatles. My Fair Lady. And this is sealed. We got the nice price on this one. All right, these next 3 albums are just pristine. Probably my favorite from the entire dig. Definitely an upgrade to the copies that I have. And A Time to Dance. By The Light of the Moon. And I just adore that picture on the back. Those 2 young children jumping, probably listening to the radio. And then How Will the Wolf Survive? Another great, great album. State of Shock by the Jacksons. This is a 12-inch single. She's the Boss, but isn't always that the case. This is Falco. I don't know what, it may be in German. Let's see. Inselhaft. This is a promo. This is Billy Idol. White Wedding is on this one. Hot in the City. Great album. The Honey Drippers, Volume 1. The Firm in the Shrink with the Hype. And this is also a gold stamp promo. Cheryl Lynn, Instant Love. Another promo. Ruffin and Kendricks. Another promo. This one's on Quiet 2 vinyl. Very quiet, compound, audiophile quality. Breaking Hearts, Elton John. The Jay Giles Band, Showtime. Man, when I was a kid, I used to play this album all the time. I love this album. Love Stinks, Centerfold, Land of a Thousand Dances, Walls Come Tumbling Down. Just a great album. Loads of fun. Sucking in the 70s, The Stones. Menudo, Can't Get Enough. And this is a closeout, cutout. The Kinks, Sleepwalker. A Flock of Seagulls. Let's see, 5 Star, Silk and Steel. I think this is sealed. Yeah, this is, yep, this is sealed. Quite a few were sealed that I probably did not indicate. I love, you know, I love the time strip. Chuck Berry, Rocket. The Beach Boys. Reckless by Bryan Adams. Just a great album. Summer of '69. Kids Wanna Rock. Let's see, Heaven, Somebody, Run to You. Flawless album. T-Bone Burnett, Trapdoor. Michael Bolton, Soul Provider. Steve Winwood, Chronicles. Clarence Clemens, Hero. This is a 12-inch Aretha, Who's Zoomin' Who. This is another time strip, Almighty Fire. Aretha and George Michael. I Knew You Were Waiting for Me. It's 12-inch. Through the Storm, Aretha. This is a promo. And the last one is by Miss Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. All right, so that's it. Again, I will go through my collection, then start pricing the ones that I'm going to sell. Anyway, I've got through that box. I also have a crate of records that I purchased from the Honey Hole. Just a bunch of 12-inch dance singles, which I don't really collect, but there are also a bunch of LPs in there. I basically purchased it for the crate. Love those crates. It was $25 for the crate and all the records. I may feature that in the next video so I can start prepping those records for the show as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe.